Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another video. So we've begun to have a bit more confidence in the car due to what we've done to it. So we're talking brakes, refresh of majority of the components. So we are, oh my gosh, come on. It's an icy day, as you can see. Yeah, we have begun to get this car ready for its first track day. And I don't know if I have the video, but on my previous car, the M240i, we took it out on track with my good mate Lee, who's got an M2. And when we took it out on track, I was hunting him down. So obviously I had the spade. Come here! Get over here, boy! Oh, Boris, baby. Nah. There are some stones, there are some gravel bits on the road, on the track rather, that will flick up. And that, in fact, flicked up and went straight into my radiator, causing it to leak coolant, and it brought a premature end to my day. Meaning, I had to go home, assess the damage, and unfortunately, it was a Saturday and BMW parts were closed by the time I got home, and it didn't have the radiator in stock, so I had to just say, you know what, track day's over after 30 minutes. Because how BMW have made the radiator and the design of the bumper is, I don't know if it's an aero thing, whether it's, I'm not sure, but there is no protection on the radiators, or the coolers rather, in the corners on the sides of the car. So Zunsport come in with a great and easy method to protect your car, and that is with grills. So essentially you've got a front grille, and then you've got two side grills that help stop stones get into the radiator. The install, from what I know, is fairly simple. So I'm hoping, just lovely. I'm hoping that it's a quick DIY and we can go about our business, simply because for me to fit any other form of mesh, the bumper's gonna come off, and my OCD is such that when a bumper comes off, no matter what anybody says, there will always be a little bit of a difference to when it goes off. And this bumper has come off quite a few times, and I feel the next time I take this bumper off, I'm gonna snap something, and I don't want to do that. We've recently fixed the headlight washers on the bumper, so yeah, I just don't want to have any reason to take the bumper off other than I'm converting it to an M4 CS or something 6 come along. But yeah, let's get home and try and fit the Zunsport grills. So these are the Zunsport grills. We've got the front, which is just the middle section here, and then we've got the corners, so both left and right. They come with instructions, but I believe this is something that should be fairly simple to use. And as you can see here, all you need is a flathead screwdriver just to pull it towards you, and obviously a crosshead. So we will get to work on this, and hopefully this should be fairly simple to do. So the install is rather easy. What you've got a little screw there, and you've got these clamps on the back, and as you can see, the more you tighten the screw, the further this clamp moves towards the grill. So what this is effectively going to do is you're going to have to use a flathead screwdriver to pivot that clamp so it can fit through these gaps here, and then once it's through, if you could just twist it so it rotates in the upright direction, as you screw it's going to pull itself against this grill, which should tighten it down. And it's the same for the left and for the right. So let's get to work. Okay, so tools I used, just to recap, was an impact driver, which is an electric screwdriver because it is quite a long screw. I also use this is like a punch tool that I use when I'm working on my brake pads. It just allows me to hold that clamp in place, and then I manually pushed it in with a ratchet. So tightened it down with ratchet because you don't really want to cross thread the screw or anything like that. So yeah, make sure you don't cross thread the screws. But you can see we are all screwed in there, and there, and we are good to go. So fitment is on point. So to note is that it is advised to put some tape down, but again, where this car is a cheap M4, I didn't buy it for it to be pretty. We are going to get it cleaned at some point because you can see that is disgusting. So yeah, definitely use some tape if you are quite precious about your car. Now for the sides, the method is probably the exact same. You've got 2 holes here for the clamps and the screw. However, down here you can see we've got a hook, which essentially means the bottom end's got to go in first for it to be hooked around. So that hook right there, just center. Make sure you do that and the job should be a good one. And as you can see, the mission has been accomplished. Little Zunsport badge in there as well, obviously repping the brand. Good fitment. Tricky to install when it comes to the side ones, if I'm being brutally honest, but the centre one was a dream. My biggest thing about this is, like I said, if you add the radiator prices together, you'd know that £300 for that one, both sides, £400 in the middle. That's a grand's worth of damage. And as I said on my track day, I did get a stone through that one on my M240, and that taught me a message. So I spent, I don't know how much on the track day, say 180 on the track day, only to be done in by a little stone that happens. And it can happen on the road as well. That's something else to note. When you are on the road and people are, I don't know, driving in front of you and they flick up a stone, it can go through your windscreen, or 9 times out of 10 it does go through the radiator. So make sure you guys get that sorted. So yes guys, I'm going to end the video there. Big shout out to Zunsport again. I'm going to leave all the links in the description below. As usual, if you have found this video helpful, please smash the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and we will see you in the next one. Hey, God bless.